Hey everyone, so getting ready for round 3 with this Krasis Amulet list. It's a good start so far, we're at 2-0, so... Yeah, I think there's some things going on with this hand. There is a thought of if I want to like sandbag the Saga for a turn, try and maybe set something up where on turn 4 I'm double tapping the castle to pay for itself. But I think I'd rather lead on the Saga. We draw a bounce land, it's quite good for us. We also have other draws that this could be fine. Like some sort of ramp creature or something. Let's see. I think I want to play Lair here. I'd like to maintain Castle coming into play tapped. Could also Cavern on Giant. I think I'll play Lair. I might want a Cavern on like Nymph or something. I think I'll get Expedition map here, so that I can potentially get a bounce land to replay the Cavern on Giant after playing it on Nymph. Play the castle now. I think it leads more possible paths to me tightening next turn. So like if they're just rhinos and they just like, for example, like just untap and cast some rhinos, then we can crack mat for a bounce land and get tighten that way. Growth spiral. So probably some form of Scapeshift. Which means I'm probably going to want a Cavern on Giant before trying to cast these Titans. Unless they, like, tap out here. Iteration might be good for us. It might prompt my opponent to, like, cast another spell this turn. That would be really good if they cast another spell this turn, and then we could just go ahead and Titan. Unless the second spell they cast this turn kills the Dryad. Opponent in the tank. What sort of sideboard do I have for Scapeshift? I guess Pact of Negation seems pretty reasonable. They're gonna bolt my face, or are they gonna go for the Dryad? They might have 2 burn spells and be going for double at the Dryad. Seems like that's what's happening. So a possible good outcome here is, let's say my opponent tries to Dryad this turn, then I could probably Titan and haste it and get a Beseiju in hand to kill the Dryad. That might leave them in range of just being able to Scapeshift me, though, depending on how many lands they have in hand. But if they Dryad, they're probably not countering the Titan, which probably means I'm at least going to get to Beseiju the Dryad. Bouncing the Cavern did sort of take me off the possibility of like drawing a Summoner's Pact and playing a the fact we're at 17 is kind of scary because it means they only need 7 lands for Scapeshift. So we might be dead here. Okay, there's nothing sneaky I can do here, right? Like, no way I can get a Dryad in play and Valakut their Dryad. I think it's just Beseiju. They got a lightning bolt? Is that what's happening here? Valakut plus bolt? It's okay, we got a backup Titan. I think we're okay as long as our opponent doesn't have the Scapeshift. Okay. Well, they got us. I think Pact of Negation is going to be quite potent in this matchup. I think I want the Beseijus since they hit Dryad. Think about the forces. I don't think the Hydroid Krasis are very good. I don't think Bajuk Bog's very good. If we're not doing the Hydroid Krasis, we don't need the island. I mean, the island does help with force, but this also doesn't seem like a great Sakura Tribe Elder matchup. Yeah, I think I'll try it like this. It does have a lot of caverns, but no bounce land. I think I'm going to mulligan it. I'll keep and up on the Grazer. We could run into trouble if our opponent has a Force of Vigor. I think I'm going to do this. It's a little bit slower, but I'm just kind of a little too afraid of the Force of Vigor blowout to bounce the Gorilla Drift back to hand. In fact, my opponent's thinking this long right now makes me feel like they definitely have the Force of Vigor. So we'll see where they point it. Okay. Well, we keep the Dryad, which I think is good for us. Another bounce land would be good. Saga's not bad. If they have a second force, they get us, but you know, it's not anything we can realistically play around. I think we're still in a good position given that we got Force of Vigored. Would like drawing a Cavern. I think that would improve the situation. Dryad of their own. Well, now would be a good time for us to be able to resolve Titan if we no such luck. But we are set up for next turn at the very least. We'll see if they have natural Valakut or not. They could just Scapeshift us here if they just have land Scapeshift. We could just be dead. Expressive Iteration probably here. Doesn't mean we're necessarily not dead. This still could lead into just land Scapeshift. They have Force of Vigor into a turn 4 kill. I don't mind so much losing to that. Especially, you know, a deck that we're not necessarily super sideboard prepared for. Don't think that necessarily reflects badly upon the build. Yeah, I wonder why they thought about that so long when they had the kill. Okay, so we're on for round 4.